What is up, you guys? It is Zach coming at you with another video. Now, today's video, we're going to be talking about the 10 things I am most looking forward to with this new Mario Party game coming out this October. Now, a little preface for this video. I'm basically doing this video because of the fact that all those years ago when Super Mario Party got announced, the original Super Mario Party, I was very excited and very optimistic about it because it looked like, at the time, a true return to form for Mario Party. And then I ended up being vastly disappointed by it when it came out. So, this video is going to be kind of a justification as to why I am more optimistic about this game, you know, even though that last time I thought this exact same thing and I ended up being disappointed. So, if you guys enjoy this video, definitely make sure to drop a like and subscribe, all that stuff down below, and of course hit that notification bell so you can be notified of when I upload videos. And without any further ado, let's get into the video. So these first few points are going to be kind of obvious points, and then the more specific and nitty-gritty stuff will be later on. But the first reason I'm excited for this game is, yes, it is a classic, traditional Mario Party game. There's no weird gimmicks, there's no weird, wacky things that they're throwing in, no cars, no grids, it's just classic Mario Party. The first new game we've had in this style all the way since Mario Party 8 back in like 2007. So it's been nearly 20 years since we've gotten a new, authentic, proper good Mario Party game in that classic style, and I am very, very excited for it. It's obviously looking great, and for someone like myself who's really wanted a great traditional Mario Party experience, I am very, very excited for it. Second reason why I'm so excited for this game is the fact that this has the biggest character roster in any Mario Party game. If you thought Super Mario Party had a big roster, well, this game has an even bigger one. Granted, we only know of one more character than Super Mario Party, but it's safe to assume there's going to be at least one more unlockable character added in here. So, the fact that we have over 20 characters, which is the most in this series' existence, is really freaking cool, especially the variety of characters we have. We have lots of returning characters from the series past, some characters who should have been in games like Super Mario Party, like Toad and Toadette and Birdo. And then, of course, we have Spike returning after a while, and we have new additions like Ninja. It's just looking to be such a solid roster of characters. I can't wait to see what other characters they have in store for us, because I'm sure there's going to be even more. This is probably the biggest one for me. We have 7 full-size, packed full of events, boards. One of my biggest disappointments that ended up coming from Super Mario Party is that all of the boards were small, they were lackluster, there wasn't much going on them, so my big concern going into a new Mario Party game is I want these boards to be chock full of events. I want them to be big, I want them to have a lot going on, I want them to be visually appealing, and we definitely got that this time around. And not only do we have that this time around, but we also have 7 boards. I think that's the most boards we've had in Mario Party in quite a while. I know like Star Rush had like a bajillion, but truly it's been so long since we've had this many quality looking boards in a Mario Party game. And not only that, but we have a couple returning boards as well. So not only do we have all of these new great boards to look forward to, but in case you don't like any of them, there are 2 great boards from the past to look forward to. So overall, I'm very excited by the prospect of these boards, by the way they look, by the way they seem to function, and I cannot wait to see a little more in depth what these boards actually do. Next up, I gotta plug the minigames in here. Now, minigames in Mario Party honestly are typically pretty good across the whole series. I can't think of one Mario Party game that has all stinkers. Even the Mario Parties I don't like, the minigames are genuinely pretty enjoyable in all of them, in my opinion. So, not only am I excited to see more of the minigames that we have here, but the ones that we do know about, honestly, in my opinion, genuinely look super fun. I cannot wait to play all of these. They seriously look really good. And not only are they all looking really good, but if all the minigames in this game are to that quality, there's over 110 of them. Over 110 new minigames that all look really freaking good. There could possibly be some returning minigames, but let's run under the assumption that they're all brand new. If they're as amazing as the minigames in the trailer look, then I cannot wait to play this brand new set of minigames. And of course, there's going to be a huge variety of them, from the standard ones, to the rhythm ones, to the motion control ones, to the boss ones. There's a lot of different minigames here, and there's going to be a bunch of different options, and I feel like there's going to be a little bit of something for everyone here. Speaking of all of those minigames, there seem to be a lot of side modes here on offer. The rhythm mode from Super Mario Party returns, and even though I feel like that mode lacked a lot of depth in Super Mario Party, I actually genuinely did like that mode. I'm not one for motion controls, but I am a sucker for rhythm minigames, so honestly, sign me up for that any day. That's like the one motion control thing I might end up doing. And then of course you have this Bowser mode, where it's like you're taking on Bowser in a city as he's like giant and trying to take you down. That mode seems pretty cool. And then of course you have the Koopathlon mode, where you can face up against 20 people online, or I guess 19 other people online, and this really cool mini-game racing kind of mode where you want to complete a certain amount of laps before everyone else, and then you all end up fighting bosses along the way. I'm sure there's going to be more than just Bowser. I'm sure it's going to be a really good time. And honestly, that's not even counting the mini-game modes that we're going to be able to get, and of course, the party mode. There's a lot of different modes to play through here, and I think it's going to be a really fun time getting to try them all out and playing through all of them. Building off of that, this is kind of just speculation on my part, but that minigame island looking place that has all the different docks that have all the different modes, it looks like, associated to it, I'm assuming we're going to get the return of really fun extra minigame modes. I can't remember if Super Mario Party had them, but Mario Party Superstars actually really lacked in this area. All of the side minigame modes were really just high score contests and were nothing really special. If they bring back really fun modes, kind of like with what they had in like Mario Party 6 with Treetop Bingo, like, you know, as just an example, I think that could be a really fun way to give a little bit more replayability for, you know, just different side modes. Because one problem Super Mario Party had is that all of the different modes just all had different mini games associated to them. So I feel like if you give the minigame mode itself a lot of depth by giving it many different modes that encompass and utilize all of the different minigames from the game, I feel like that could just add a lot of replayability, and I'm really excited to see what they do with it. Alright, this one is a biggie for me. No single Joy-Con play required, thank God. You can play in handheld mode, you can play it with Pro Controller, you can play it however the heck you want. Now, there will be restrictions on, like, you know, certain mini games that you won't be able to play, you know, when in handheld mode or when using a Pro Controller, but I don't care. Just having the option to be able to play in handheld mode, you know, is just miles better than requiring just using a single Joy-Con, especially for me and my brother, and how my brother is, he can't use a single Joy-Con, so honestly, for me, that is huge, and automatically is a huge selling point for me, and I'm sure a lot of other people. Building off of that last point, this game does not have a lot of influence from the original Super Mario Party. There were a lot of things from the original Super Mario Party that honestly I'm glad that it looks like they aren't returning here. The first of these points is the ally spaces. I thought the ally spaces made the game pretty unbalanced in a lot of ways, and it just made picking certain characters advantageous. I like going into a game of Mario Party and just choosing the character that I like to play without having to think of any natural advantages certain characters may have. Like, I don't like to play that way. I just want to be able to play as the character that I want to play as. And then, of course, obviously that ties into the character dice blocks, how each character, you know, has their own unique dice block, and some are better than others, and it just really made the gameplay not fun in my opinion, especially when a lot of the characters had dice where you could literally go nowhere and just roll nothing at all, and then you had other characters that had like freaking 10s on their dice block. Like, it just made the game really unfair in a lot of ways, so I'm glad they're stripping a lot of that away. And then, of course, they're getting rid of the single Joy-Con play, like I mentioned earlier, and it just seems like they're focusing more on making it more like the classic Mario Party, while keeping some of the things that Super Mario Party did right. Like some of the side modes, like the character roster. You know, there's a lot of things that Super Mario Party did do right, so I am glad that they're keeping those and getting rid of a lot of the stuff that, in my opinion, did not work. So this point kind of goes back to talking about the boards a little bit. Now, what I love about this game is that it has 2 boards that return from the past, as well as 5 brand new ones. And honestly, I want to see them do more of this. This is something that series like Mario Kart and Super Smash Bros. Do all the time, bringing back returning courses and stages and all of that. So why can't Mario Party do that? Have 5 brand spanking new boards and then have 2 or 3 returning ones from the past come back. I think that's a great idea, and I really hope that that sticks around for future Mario Party installments. And that goes for mini-games as well. I would love to see a handful of mini-games come back from the past in each installment of Mario Party, because that is a great way to get older Mario Party fans to be a little more interested in a newer Mario Party installment. Have a lot of new and don't focus so much on the old, but do bring back a couple of those things from the past that maybe some fans really miss. And I think they should keep on doing that for the rest of time, honestly. And the last point here, this is something that I've kind of hinted at throughout this whole entire video. This game seems to take the best parts of both Super Mario Party and Superstars without taking any of the bad from either of them. It takes the good from Super, like I mentioned earlier, with the character roster, like the different modes that it offers. It takes those strengths, but combines it with Superstar's strengths, being the balanced economy, the boards and their styles, and how big they are, and how many events are on them. It really seems like they learned from both of these games and put it all together to make a new, fresh, but recognizable experience for both Mario Party fans, old and new. And I cannot wait to have this game come out in October and to play it on the channel for you guys. There's going to be a lot of different videos talking about it, and like I said, I cannot wait. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe, all that stuff down below, and hit that notification bell so you guys can be notified of when I upload videos, and let me know, what are you guys most excited for with this game? Personally, I'm just most excited to experience all of these new boards that we're going to get to play on. I am so excited for it. So, thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and until next time, I'll see you all in the next video.